Hello once again, my friends. It is time for more stories. I know you're excited. So, I'm excited. And I read ahead a little on this one, so let's just go right into it. Local queer furry fights nasty neckbeard at AnthroCon. Sounds like a fucking news headline. Hello there all. Figured it was time I shared this story, and I thought this would be the place to do it. So you can call me Deer or Envy, either works. I'm a 19-year-old furry artist, and last July I attended my first AnthroCon. I didn't know that furries actually listen to my show. This is kind of exciting. Thank you for being here, and thank you for sending in this story. It was amazing. But you're not here to hear me gush about how much I loved AC, are you? So this is me, Deer/Envy, a tall, chubby, red-haired, gender-fluid, asexual person. I'm assigned female at birth, but I identify as gender-fluid and use they, them, their pronouns. AnthroCon allows you to put ribbons on your badge that say your pronouns, so I did. And I also wore a button that says I use they, them pronouns. I look pretty butch, no makeup, mohawk, etc. Holy shit, you have a mohawk? That's fucking badass. I used to have one of those when I was way younger. That is cool. And I was wearing a binder and a green dragon onesie. Nothing feminine at all. So I'm going to this tabletop gaming event on the last day of AnthroCon. I'm a slut for D&D, Urban Shadows, Call of Cthulhu, any TTRPG, you got me there. And I was going to help playtest this new tabletop game called Project X. There's a group of gentlemen who would all look on the surface like your stereotypical neckbeard. I learned over the past 3 days, however, that most furries looked like neckbeards were actually kind, funny, respectful, if not a little awkward. Gentlemen who respected my pronouns, bought art in my artist alley, and loved to gush about Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, and stuff with me. Being autistic myself, I understood being socially awkward, and had managed to make a few absolutely lovely friends who might appear at first glance as neckbeards. Like the gentleman I was playing with, there were 5, if I remember correctly, some with fedoras, a few spouting neckbeards, but 4 of them were absolute gems, very respectful, kind, making sure I was included, and helping me learn the mechanics of the game. I'll refer to them as the Gentlebeards. But one, however, was a genuine, rotten, nasty neckbeard. We shall call him Whinybeard. As we have touched upon many times in the past, and I'm seeing that maybe our friend Envy, I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm going to go ahead and let you in on a little lingo if you don't. We all know that it's not the way someone looks that defines them as a neckbeard, it's their behavior. As we have a little saying around these parts, it's not the fedora, it's the fed-ora. And, I think I know exactly where this is going to go. Let's continue. I ended up sitting next to Whinybeard, unfortunately, and he was the first one to try to talk to me. He was balding on the top of his head with long, thin, blonde hair, face like a rat's. Sorry to all the rodents out there. Rats are one of my favorite animals. And he looked like he never cut his fingernails either. Ew. And he smelled. But I try not to judge on outward appearance. I think he thought I was an eligible female. I don't know why, though. I'm not conventionally pretty or beard bait, but whatever. He refers to me as she to our game master. Now I get his attention and politely and very friendly-like correct him on the pronouns and point to the button and ribbon. That's 2 forms of identification. Now instead of just being apologetic, correcting himself and moving on, he gets defensive, saying, "Well, you look like a girl." Oh, he's a classy gentleman, isn't he? I'm wearing a dragon onesie and a binder. To those who don't know, binder is like a high-strength sports bra to flatten your chest safely. So I just give him a look, and he continues. I guess to try to save face. Well, you're not one of those people who changes their gender all the time. He's never met me before, and I don't really want to deal with this crap. So I replied, stone-faced, that actually I am gender fluid. Throughout the whole game, he keeps trying to either seduce or sabotage my character, but eventually, picking up on my distress, the Gentlebeards start ignoring him entirely. So he starts whining and throwing a fit that none of them are listening to him. And he looks like a toddler. I never really met a beard in person before. I'm a bit of a recluse. So it all made sense. Luckily, the darling Gentlebeard saved the game for me and made sure that my character got the shining moment in the heist we were pulling. After they all invited me out to dinner with them, I become very amicable with one Gentlebeard who's seen the pins on my bag saying things like Black Lives Matter and trans rights are human rights and told me that we get along just fine. But after Whinybeard tried to grope my chest to prove you're a girl, ew, I had to turn them down, which was a shame. I like hanging out with all of them except Whinybeard. I don't think the Gentlebeards liked him much either. But hopefully I'll see the Gentlebeards at AC next year. Just don't bring Whinybeard. Oh, doesn't he sound like a classy gentleman? Seriously though, what the fuck? Like, okay, it's legitimately one thing if you don't know someone's pronouns, but if someone's literally wearing a fucking sign, and in this case, 2 of them, and you still don't bother to try, that's just you being a prick. Like, at that point, you're just a prick. Like, there are just no words after that. And this guy is just that. He's a prick. He's an asshole. It's a shame that Deer had to miss out on hanging out with these other nice people, but I can understand why they were not okay, because I wouldn't want to spend an entire night around Whinybeard, especially after the shit that guy pulled. Yeesh. So, I am sorry that you had to go through that. That's pretty fucked up. And, I don't know, man. It's kind of messed up. But I am really happy that you shared your story with us, and that you're here. Because this does kind of bring slightly into focus a little something with your friend Moonhorse. It seems as though I've gotten a bit of a reputation. Well, I have several reputations, but let's address this one in particular. That people seem to think that I hate all furries. I don't. I just really don't like the community. Mainly because of the shit that happened in it. I have no problem with individuals, but I'm not really gonna go to, like, you know, events or cons or anything like that. Unless I'm invited and I can record it, and someone else will pay for it, then yeah, totally. But no, I tend to avoid the furry community because of certain aspects that make me very, very uncomfortable that certain people are unwilling to address. There are, let's just say that Whinybeard's a pain in the ass, but he certainly ain't the worst one I've ever seen. That being said, I don't hate all furries. And the reason I specifically said I'm not one is because of the community and the shit that happened. I'm not. I quit. Turned in my fucking badge. I left for a reason. I stand by my reason. And I have nothing against, you know, the people who are fine. Like our friend Deer. Who seems like a very, very wonderful person. I have nothing against that. It's just that I personally don't want to be a part of the community after the shit that went down. And until the community cleans up its fucking act, I will stay over here. They can stay over there. We're just fine. Besides, I don't need the furry community. I made my own community, and my community's fucking awesome. I'm talking about you guys, because you're badass. Fucking what? People wish we were there as cool as us, man. We need, like, you know, members only jackets and shit. I don't know where I'm going with this. But anyway, I love you all so very much, and thank you for being here. If you have your own story you'd like to send in, please feel free to send it to r/Moonhorse Stories. I check it every day, so I will see it. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Not necessarily in that order, but all of it. Just do all of it. I think it pisses off YouTube, so do it anyway. Also, I have noticed that some of you said that you're not getting notifications whenever I upload things. There's a notifier bell thingy, and if it does what I think it does, it's one of those things that like pops up on your desktop, which I know that's super annoying, and I am sorry about that, but that apparently is the way that YouTube is doing business now, so you have to click it if you want to be notified about every single, episode. Personally, I only have 2 programs on my computer that do that pop-up thing, which is Telegram and Discord, and I fucking hate those little pop-ups. I understand they're telling me about things, but I hate because I'm working on shit and it'll get in the way of my screen. I can't stand them. So I totally understand you guys if you feel the same way. I get it. But apparently YouTube is making us do that now. Isn't that lovely? Aren't you just so happy with that? That's why I fucking hate YouTube, man. Like, you don't need to be putting shit on my desktop, okay? You're a website. Calm the fuck down. Get back in your corner. That being said, my angry rant aside, you do have to do that if you want to make sure you're notified about every single episode. Again, I'm sorry. If I had a way of personally sending you a text message or something, yeah, I'd send you all a message and be like, I uploaded. But that's not really, feasible, and it'd be kind of weird. But yes, and if you'd like to support this channel, and I really hope you do, make sure you donate to Patreon or buy something from the merch store, or do both. I mean, you could do both. Both is cool. There's also new stuff in the merch store, like magnets and stickers and buttons. I got some buttons the other day. They're on my bag, my laptop bag. I really should take a picture of that. Anyway, they're really cool. And I got a fucking canteen, too. I have one of those water bottles. And, dude, it's awesome. I think you guys would absolutely love it. But make sure you check out the merch store. There is some pretty cool stuff in there. Threadless makes some really good stuff. They make kick-ass shirts. Like, a lot of my shirts are from Threadless, and they're super nice, really comfortable. So, enough of me, shilling from my own merch store. I love you all so very much, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, I love you. Goodbye.